Sunday, the 9th of February, and this morning we're talking Bitcoin, and we're talking Bitcoin price, specifically above $10,000 for the first time in quite a long time. So as we see Bitcoin break $10,000 again, we see a 10K party across a lot of private groups and a lot of memes emerging back on Twitter. We've passed Vegeta, and we're back into 5 digits, and we see Hodlanaut again shouting out, hopefully the last time that we'll be saying it's the last time that we'll be seeing him shouting out. But in all seriousness, $10,000 is a psychologically important level for Bitcoin, and monumental from a price perspective. We saw a small test of the support to 10,000. It held strong, and we're still in the weekend here, so as we go into the week, we'll see how well that holds. And at the same time that Bitcoin is holding on $10,000, we see a lot of movement in other altcoins, and definitely alt season across the board with big gainers, on a lot of the medium cap kind of cryptos. But what does $10,000 for Bitcoin actually mean? In its simplest form, it means more attention. There's going to be more mainstream media attention. We're going to see coverage of this happening. We're going to see people talking about Bitcoin, people saying it's a bubble, people saying it was inevitable. We're going to see CNBC, we're going to see Bloomberg, we're going to see Forbes, we're going to see everyone again talking about what happened to Bitcoin, and here it is again, and what's going to be next, and should you invest in it, shouldn't you, and what does it actually mean, and is it blockchain or is it Bitcoin, or what is really going on here? So the most important thing is always be very, very careful with whatever you choose to invest. Whether it's Bitcoin or anything else, never ever invest more than you can afford to lose. A price today is no guarantee of a price tomorrow, and there's no way of knowing what could happen. Only ever buy crypto or any other asset or something you're planning on speculating with money that you can afford to lose. And what does $10,000 mean for you as an average person? It means it's a good time to learn about Bitcoin. If you don't know what it is, or you've heard about it and wondered, or you've never really gotten around to installing a wallet yourself, then now is the perfect time to learn. It's going to be more news, it's going to be more accessible, people are going to be talking about it. Learning doesn't cost anything, and it could be one of the best decisions that you make. This is a disruptive technology. It is changing everything, and at least from a financial perspective, it's definitely on investment radar. This is the internet early on. It's the radio, it's TV, it's the printing press. It could be as big as fire. The point is that it's happening right now, and you should take a few minutes to learn about it. Ask questions, ask me, ask other people. While you're sitting having a cup of coffee, learn and understand a little bit more about what Bitcoin really is and what it isn't. And $10,000, if there was ever a time to think about doing it, now is that time. I'm not suggesting, to be clear, I'm not suggesting you go and buy Bitcoin. I'm not telling anyone they should own it. I'm not telling you what you should do regarding the money. What I'm telling you should do is you should learn about Bitcoin, which is a technology that is changing our world. And a decade from now, you will look back on this moment as that time when you could have learned while it was still early. So take a few minutes, learn about Bitcoin, post comments, questions below. Reach out to me. I'm happy to talk about it, and let's get the discussion going about what Bitcoin is and what it's going to do for the future. Speaking of discussions, we finally saw the charity auction lunch dinner happen with Warren Buffett. So for those not knowing what we're talking about, Warren Buffett auctions off a lunch with himself. Every year the proceeds go to charity, and the last one was won by Justin Sun of Tron, cryptocurrency and blockchain, and he paid $4.5 million for the opportunity to have lunch with Warren Buffett. And with that comes the opportunity to invite anyone he wants to join the lunch. He invited a few people. I'm not sure everyone invited, but I know Charlie Lee was there, Yoni Asya from eToro was there, and a couple other people. I'm not sure who else offhand, but there was a lot of speculation whether it would actually happen. Justin's son was very ill, and then he couldn't leave, and there was questions about whether he was going to make it, or whether it was a scam, or if he was even a real person or not some sort of cyber generated avatar that we've all been interacting with. And this is really, it's very interesting from a marketing perspective for Tron, because they've really been trying to gain credibility as a real blockchain. It's something that really delivers throughput and transaction volume and capabilities, and Justin Sun's clearly good at marketing, but there's a lot of questions about what the future of Tron really is. And a lot of feedback coming out from that lunch, from people who were there, and about Warren Buffett's position on Bitcoin and blockchain, and at the end of the day, people's admiration for the Oracle of Omaha and what it is that he understands about investment and his clearly super successful investment career and philanthropic ventures. And I'm not going to address anything about the investment side of it, because way beyond my pay grade. But one of the comments that I did hear from the lunch was the idea that blockchain is great and blockchain clearly has value, and Bitcoin isn't yet the manifestation of that, or the right deployment of exactly what that technology should be. And I just want to say, my opinion only, just my 2 cents is, that's trash. Bitcoin is the technology. Bitcoin is the perfect deployment of what we're talking about. And blockchain and all the other parts about the technology will evolve to support Bitcoin's needs. And any time someone's saying, well, blockchain is great, but maybe not Bitcoin. I don't believe in Bitcoin, but I believe in the underlying technology. Or, this is a great idea, but we need to see adoption of it other than Bitcoin. Anything that says blockchain, not Bitcoin, is basically someone saying, I don't fully yet understand how disruptive and how important Bitcoin is. But they will in time. And in the meantime, it's off to another week and another exciting set of news and developments. And we're already, almost a 10th through 2020, which I can't believe. So a quick recap of the news for this weekend and week as we head in is Bitcoin above $10,000 again for the first time in a long time, looking like really the beginning of a strong bull run, and definitely signaling alt season. Justin Sun finally has lunch or dinner with Warren Buffett, inviting Charlie Lee and Yoni Asea along, and Warren Buffett says blockchain's great, but Bitcoin isn't really, and Warren Buffett is wrong. See you soon, talking Bitcoin here with me, Mark Koenigsberg.